Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back or welcome to my channel, Justice Jupiter, for another tarot pick a card reading. So today I'm going to be channeling a message for the collective on how, or basically what the reading is going to say is, how can I let it go? How can you let it go? Let it go. So I don't know what it is necessarily for you. It could be a person, a habit, a job, a place, wherever, whatever it is for you. I wanted to keep it super vague, so I wanted to include everybody. I didn't want it to be for a person. So it's going to be, how can you let it go? How can I let it go? We're going to have our three piles like normal. Our first group is going to be Pink Amethyst with the Egyptian Art Nouveau Tarot. And these are all brand new decks. So that's exciting. They're all getting their first debut. Pink Amethyst with the Egyptian Art Nouveau Tarot. That's group one. Group number two is going to be the Volcano Agate Heart with the Dark Mansion Tarot. That'll be group number two. And lastly, group number three is going to be Spirit Song Tarot with the Moss Agate Heart. That will be group number three. So without further ado, my dearest collective, the next timestamp is going to be the Oracle card pop and the prayer and all that, so I can get that out of the way. And then right after that, we'll start in on group one. So if you have no interest in seeing the Oracle cards pop, then I'll go ahead and see you at your read. Meditate over your crystal heart and tarot deck and see what calls to for you. And I will see you there. Bye. All right, collective. So if you're here, which I don't know how many people actually watch this portion because it's just popping of the Oracle cards, but either way, welcome if you're here. So I have 6 Oracle decks that I'm going to be using. I try to keep it around that number. I have so many, so it's really hard to narrow down which ones to use, but I narrowed it down to these 6 today. And the very last one I'm going to read straight out of the Oracle book for the last Oracle card, which will complete the message. So without further delay, let's get started on asking for protection, and we'll start popping the Oracle cards for the 3 groups. So let's get in on it. All right, take a deep breath. It's been a while since I've read cards on YouTube, so I got kind of the nerves a little bit, so that's interesting. All right, so Archangel Michael, will you please come down and protect myself and the collective of YouTube's groups 1, 2, and 3. Protect us as we go to the highest white light for spiritual guidance. Please and thank you, Archangel Michael, for your protection and your support, for your truth and your justice. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And then we humbly call upon our angels, the ascended masters, our spirit guides of the highest vibration, our ancestors of the highest white light, our star family of the highest frequency, and the gods and goddesses that love us so and unconditionally. Can I please get a guided message for groups 1, 2, and 3 for their highest and their greatest good on how they can let whatever it is go in their life that they need to. Please and thank you. One more shuffle. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So now this is the Animal Spirit deck. Can I please get one Animal Spirit, please, for group 1? Just one Animal Spirit for group 1, please. Oh, one Animal Spirit for group number 1. Can I please one Animal Spirit for group number 2? One Animal Spirit for group number 2. One Animal Spirit for group number 2, please. Thank you. I try not to look because I want to flip them and see them for the first time when I get to the piles. I don't want any spoilers. One for group number 3, please. One Animal Spirit guide for the group number 3. Group number 3, please. Group number 3. Thank you, Spirit. That one popped up nice and easy. All right, so next on the list is going to be our daily guidance with their angels. I have to have at least one of the Oracle decks be an angel Oracle deck because I work so closely with my angels and I just love them. I sing their high praises. Everyone has angels. It's just whether you choose to acknowledge them and ask for their help and assistance because we have free will. So a lot of people don't even use their angels, and it's like, so foolish. You guys have angels. All you have to do is ask them to help you and they'll be there. So here is our daily guidance with our angels. All right, Spirit, can I please get one daily guidance for group number 1? One daily guidance for group number 1, please. One daily guidance for group number 1. One daily guidance. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get one daily guidance for group number 2? Thank you. Can I get one daily guidance for group number 3? One daily guidance for group number 3. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right, so next in line is the power of surrender. We all have things that we need to surrender. These just straight up call them out and cut out all the bullshit. So I like to the point stuff. That's my jam. So these cards get to the point. And we all have stuff to surrender. Nobody is perfect. We're all spiritual beings having a human experience. And it's messy here in the 3D. That's for damn sure. All right, Spirit, can I please get one power surrender for group 1? One power surrender for group 1, please. One power surrender for the collective of group 1. I'll take both of them. One power surrender for group number 2, please. One power surrender for group number 2. One power surrender for group number 2. Thank you, Spirit. Can I please get one power surrender for group number 3? One power surrender for group number 3, please. One power surrender for group 3. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, shit. That goes over here. My bad. Okay. And this is another brand new Oracle deck, making it... this is the only brand new Oracle deck that I have. Everywhere else I've used before. But this is angel numbers. Angel numbers. Okay. And when you see repeated numbers and 3s or more, that's your angels and the universe trying to communicate with you. So pay attention to the numbers and try to get a snapshot of what you're thinking about at that moment in time, what you're going through, and how to apply that number to your situation and what the angels in the universe want to communicate to you. The universe speaks in numbers. It's beautiful. All right. Can I please get one angel number oracle card for group 1? One angel oracle card for group number 1, please. Group number 1, please. Group number 1, please. Group number 1, please. Group 1, angel number group 1. Group 1, please, Spirit. Group 1, please. One angel number group 1. Thank you, Spirit. Group 2, please. Can I get one angel card for group number 2? One angel number for group number 2, please. Thank you, Spirit. And one angel number oracle for group 3, please. Group 3, please. Group 3. Group 3, please. Thank you, Spirit. Oops. Spoiler alert. All right. Whoops. Lose that whole deck. Okay, almost there, guys. All right, so here we got the Sacred Traveler Oracle card. I use this one pretty often. I really like it. I really like it. It's a wonderful deck. Wonderful deck. The guidebook is even more amazing. It's amazing. So I have the guidebook out just in case if I need to refer to it, if there's something deeper that I'm not getting that I need to read, because it's such a good Oracle deck. Can I please get one Sacred Traveler for group 1? One Sacred Traveler for group 1, please and thank you. One Sacred Traveler for the collective of group 2. One Sacred Traveler for the collective of group number 2. Oops, that one flew right on the floor. Give me just a second. Okay, that's group number 2. And one Sacred Traveler for a collective of group 3, please. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right, last but not least, Rumi. This one I'm going to, at the very end of your read, I'm going to read it out of the guidebook. I may not read the whole message because Elena Fairchild, she's an amazing author, wonderful, you know, if you have the time. But her Oracle the guidebook, it's like 5 pages. Like, they're hella lengthy ass messages. So I may not, or I may, who knows, we'll see how it goes, read the whole thing out of the guidebook, because again, it's like freaking 3, 4, 5 pages deep sometimes. So we'll just play it by ear. But Rumi, I feel, is definitely the thing to sew it up all in the end. Spirit, can I please get 1 Rumi Oracle card for the collective of group number 1? 1 Rumi for the collective of group number 1, please. Thank you. 1 Rumi for the collective of group 2. 1 Rumi Oracle for the collective of group 2, please. 1 Rumi Oracle for the collective of group 2. 1 Rumi for the collective of group 2, please. Group 2. Group 2. Thank you, Spirit. 1 Rumi for the collective of group 3. 1 Rumi for the collective of group 3, please. Collective of group 3, please. Collective of group number 3. 1 Rumi. Thank you, Spirit. Trying not to see. I want to be just as surprised as all of you. All right, collective, there you go. We have all our oracle cards popped, so that saves us time and streamlines the read. So that way I can get the message out and get you on your way, and I don't monopolize your whole day. So see which heart calls for you, and I will go ahead and see you there, my dearest collective. Bye. Hello, hello, collective group number 1. If you chose the pink amethyst heart with the Egyptian art Nuevo, I don't know how to pronounce that, tarot, welcome, you made it to your read. So we're going to be asking Spirit, how can you let it go? Whatever it is for you. I don't even want to place a label on what it is, because you and only you will know what it is and how you and why you need to let it go. There's going to be 3 different layers to this read, all 3 different, layers. That's what it is. The first layer is going to be what is holding you to it. You know what I mean? Like what's got the grip on you. So that way that really kind of helps me, get a deeper perspective of what you're facing. And then the second layer is going to be how to let it go, right? What are the steps you can do, whatever the case is. That'll be the second layer of the read. Then the third read is going to be what can you look forward to from letting it go? What's to be gained from it? What can you expect? What your life will look like moving forward, and having that, whatever it is, not in your life anymore. And, hopefully it's a positive moving on up message, but, Spirit, I can never take it for granted. Spirit tells me what I need to read, and I do it. I'm obedient. So, all right, without further delay, I'm going to go ahead and put your amethyst heart over here, pink amethyst heart, and we're going to get in on with your oracle cards that we just popped. So your animal spirit right now, group number 1, is the eagle. That is a strong ass energy there. Wow, right off the gate, eagle. Very strong energy. Eagles are known for they're the apex predators of the bird world. They eat shit. They're carnivores. They don't mess around. Like, eagles will take off your damn hand. Here is your your daily guidance with your angel. Fresh air. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today as near to Mother Earth's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. Oh, beautiful. We all need a little bit of that. I'm really called to this child here. That's just really taking more of your childlike energy back and enjoying yourself in some nature. All right, so you are the only group to actually get 2 oracle cards, and you got 2 power surrenders. So your first power surrender, oh, look at this shit. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. So this is a huge, huge, huge indicator for whoever this is resonating with, that you need to get your ass out barefoot on the ground and go take a walk in nature. Spirit is wanting you to get outside of your house in nature, preferably if you can, barefoot, so you can ground with the earth and reset your energy. All right, here's your second power surrender. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Wow, that really matches your pink amethyst crystal too. Look how similar those colors are. That's pretty synchronistic right there. Fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Here is your angel number card. 333. Support, growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, talents. Seeing angel number 333 is a sign that it is time to focus inward, work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your. It does wonder for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. So definitely you need to, maybe you've been in hermit mode lately, and Spirit's calling you out to get out with the world. Get out with the world, and there's support all around you. So here is your Sacred Traveler card. Desert Passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Now I'm really called the similar colors of the eagle and this Desert Passage card. And we're going to see where these oracle cards lead us. I use them as keys, as Spirit points me to them as I channel the message, and it's interesting how it works. And here is your, your Rumi card. And I have never, ever, ever, and I've had this deck for like 2 or 3 years, I've never gotten this card. And it says 1, card number 6, 1. I'm going to be super interested on reading this guided message because I've never seen it. So I'm really curious to see what the message is. It definitely feels like you're going, like how similar these cards are with this yellow gateway here, Desert Passage with this yellow here, and there's a figure right here in the middle. You see that? There's a person right here. I know this is going to sound kind of gross, but this reminds me of like the birthing process, right? You know what I mean? It really does. It feels like someone's going through a rebirth. Possibly at the end of an ego death. Oh, blessed be for that, right? All right, so there are your oracle cards, group number 1. Now let's get on in the message. It feels like you've been in hermit mode, and it's time to get out and shake it up a little bit. 3s are also odd numbers, so that's definitely something that signifies change. You're needing to go to nature. You may find somebody in nature. Who knows? So let's see what's going on with you, my collective of group 1. What is holding you? What is holding my collective of group number 1, Spirit? Please tap me into the collective of group number 1 on what they need to let go, how can they let it go, and what is holding them. Can I please get the first layer? Tap me into group 1. What is holding group number 1? What is holding them? What is holding my group number 1s? All right, Spirit, can I please get, I don't know, 4 or 5 cards on what is holding my group 1s? What is holding my group 1s? Please and thank you. What is holding them? What's holding them back from letting it go? Okay, well, you get judgment in reverse. That's definitely holding on to old paradigms. Can I please get 4 more cards? 4 more cards, please. Yeah, it's judgment in reverse. Did I say the world? I meant judgment. That's judgment. 8 of Cups in reverse. All right, so we definitely got some attachments here. 3 more cards, please. 3 more cards. All these in reverse. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is, what is that? It's the page. It's the Page of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Swords. Okay. 2 more. With the 5 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And on the back, Strength. Ace of Cups. Which is this one? That is 13. That's Death. Okay. Group number 1. I want to start off with either you already have a very, like your solar plexus is already really strong, like your self-confidence, your self-worth, all those things are really endowed, and or or you could really need to work on your solar plexus, which is your self-worth and all that, you know what I mean? Loving yourself, your confidence, all that jazz, that rolls in your, that's your divine masculine energy that all dwells in your solar plexus. So it feels like you definitely can't move on from something. I mean, this is really prevalent here with judgment in reverse. That's refusing to answer the call. So this is something that's been nagging at you for some time, but you can't bring yourself to really just cut ties with whatever it is and really move on from it. The Eight of Cups in reverse, that's constantly going and running back to the same old situation and wishing for a different outcome. That's just not letting shit lie, and you're just going back, and it's like a cycle of repeat. That's what it really feels like. With this Page of Swords in reverse, there could definitely be some paranoid energy going on. If maybe, you know, you have fear of missing out, if it's like a party situation, or if it's a person, then, you know, you might be like kind of stalkerish on them, or they could be very kind of stalkerish on you. But either way, there's some, definitely, it feels like if it's a person situation, that there's no communication going on at the present time. So all you can do is like make guesses on what's going on. With this Knight of Swords, that's a swift acting energy, but it's also very it can teeter on, you know, on the side of being, you know, righteous and acting in the upright and doing, you know, everything good, or it could be really just hasty and not thinking at all, and just really not thinking at all, not thinking through your actions like you should, because it's fire and air, and the Knights never think about what they're doing, they just do. And with this air, that's all communication, that's all this, that's all that. So it definitely feels like you have not given breathing room into whatever it is that you need to let go. The Five of Cups, it keeps you sad, and it seems like it's fucking just a constant repeat, recycle all over again with this Wheel of Fortune here. And it doesn't feel like things have been going in your way, because you just keep running back to the same old shit. There's just something about you trying to, like, it's like the definition of insanity. It's doing the same shit and expecting a different result. You can't solve a problem from the same level at which it was created. You have to rise above it. You have to embody this eagle energy. You have to rise above it, see shit for what it is, that you are an apex predator. And whatever is going on here that you can't walk away from isn't meant for you. It's not answering the call. So the fact that you hold on to it, you're just delaying what your soul needs to do. And it feels like it'll just be like that for the end of time. Like, you know, you're like, this is like a karmic lesson, whatever it is, and it's just never gonna fucking work out because it's not meant to. And it just doesn't seem like you're thinking things through all the way. And I feel like you're closing out, possibly if it's a person situation, you're closing out your heart to people who could actually come in and be a partner to you, because you're holding on to the old. And you know, because if you can't judge everybody off one person's actions, but you do have to have time to reflect and to go inward and really see yourself, what you deserve and what you want, and if it's in alignment. I think you're really having to dig in right now at the moment and really find strength to see things for what they are, call a spade, so that way you can move on. Because it just seems like you have a very soft heart, and you're hoping for a better outcome. You keep hoping that the wheel's going to turn in your favor, but it just does not seem like it's meant to. With this Page of Swords and this Knight of Swords, it just doesn't seem like things are thought out and actions are not taken with, you know, being in alignment. And it just leaves you sad, and it's just another turn of the wheel. So you have to trust that there is a divine plan in your life, that you're not meant to be, you know, sad and doing the same old shit on repeat. You know what I mean? Like, this repeat shit is what keeps you on hold. And you know what's so crazy about our ego? The ego is, we need it, but it's also can be a very, it could be one of our biggest enemies. Because the ego likes safety. It likes to know the outcomes of things. And your ego will keep you trapped in repeating old things because it knows what's to be expected. It finds safety, even though it's shit, it finds safety in knowing what to expect. Your ego will keep you trapped because it likes to know, it likes to, you know, it likes to feel safe. It likes to know what to expect. So as long as you listen to your ego, and, you know, if you don't do anything new, because your ego will keep you from doing new things because it doesn't know what to expect. So you really got to fight that in and of yourself, because your ego will keep you trapped on loop doing the same shit because it's predictable. It knows what to expect. It can, you know, get ready for whatever that turn of events is because it's already done it. So keep that in mind, group number 1. I don't know why I went on that rant, but there it is. All right, Spirit. So with that being said, how can group number 1 let it go in their life? This loop, this repeat pattern, how can they let it go? How can they let it go? There you go, Justice. How can they let it go? Oh, the Lovers. How can they let it go? How can they let it go? 10 of Cups. 3 more. The Chariot. The Empress. Wow. It's going to be a major life decision for you to actually do this, to turn your back and walk away. With the Knight of Cups in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like as you let this go, whatever it is, it's going to haunt you. It's going to like karmically test your endurance, your gumption, everything that you're wanting. It's going to challenge you. You're going to be tested by universe, and that's just the way it is. We all do. It's just the way it is. Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands on the back. Okay. How to let it go. Now I just want to point out right here, the 4 of the 6 cards are major arcanas. Major arcanas, you know, signify turns and major shifts in our lives, things that are going on in, you know, that area, and they're major shifts. And you have 4 of the 6 on how to let it go. Okay. You have to get balance. And then you have the Lovers right here. So it's really about, it can also be a person, but it can also be about having to make a decision. You're really going to have to step outside of yourself to really see the situation from a third party looking in. You know, Spirit says, use this analogy. If this situation was your child and you're the parent of, you know, the person that's going through your situation, what would you say to them? What would you do? What advice would you give? You know what I mean? To like almost give parental advice to yourself, like step outside of yourself and be that protective parent, you know, figure for yourself at this moment, because you need some protecting right now. You need some tough, not tough love, but that's what's coming out, but some, you know, some real talk. It feels like you just need like a, you know, heart to heart with yourself. I love this card, Justice. So Mot, the goddess Mot, when the person dies, they weigh their heart. They put their heart on a scale and it's weighed against a feather. And if the heart is heavier than the feather, then they were malicious in life and they have to repeat it, or I don't really know what they have to do, but it's not good, right? But if the heart is, I think, balanced with the feather or lighter than the feather, then that person was a good person in life, and they get to go to the afterlife, or what, you know, I really should study my Egyptology a little better. But this is really like, you really have to see the situation for what it is, really put out everything on the scales and balance it. Because I feel like if you were to really write it down on paper, go back and read it, you would see that you're in a shit situation and that you deserve better. That you have to make the decision for yourself to love yourself with you and your higher self to really get this 10 of Cups happiness. Because I feel like this is what you're wanting. This is what you're trying to get to with whatever it is that you need to let go. But it's not meant to. It's not. Like, if you made the decision to really put all the effort, all the energy into yourself, choose you and your higher self and your soul path, it's going to bring about happiness. And I feel like once you really come to that decision, make the decision, stick to the decision, it's going to bring about instant happiness, instant blessings, instant reward. You're going to have fast moving energy, and you're going to attract everything that you want. But again, as I had stated in the beginning, when you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested. If it's a person that you need to let go, they're a douchebag. A Knight of Cups in the reverse is the biggest douche of all the Knights in reverse that there truly are. Because the Knight of Wands, he's a douchebag, but you can see that he's a douchebag. His douchebagness is written all over him. I mean, like, he's stank of douchebag. You know that shit. The Knight of Cups in reverse, they hide behind emotional manipulation. It's fucked. They fuck with your head. And that person's going to come around and try to test everything that you're building up as you let this go. And just best believe, be ready for it, because you're going to be tested. Have you learned your lessons with XYZ? It's going to come back around, and you're going to be tested on it, because you are attracting, you're manifesting, you are doing everything that your soul wants. And spirit, universe comes in, throws you a test. So be prepared for that test, on how to handle that test. Study that test. Study that test so you can pass it, because I feel like you're going in a wonderful trajectory. It feels like you're going to be getting everything you wanted, is if you can just cut out that shit. Cut out that person that leaves you sad. You are going to get 10 cups. You go from 5 cups to 10 cups like that, like over fucking night. But you have to choose you. You have to choose you and your higher self and make the right decisions. And I feel like you can do that by really stepping out and being a judge. Be the Lady Justice for your case. See the both sides and give advice as if you were your own child, and see where that goes. I feel like that could be very powerful for some of you that wants to do that exercise. I think it could be very eye-opening, because you would not want that for your child. So why do you want it, All right, Spirit. So I feel like what you can look forward to already got played out in the second layer, but we're going to go ahead and carry it all the way through. What can group 3 look forward to? What can group 3 look forward to after they let whatever it is go? What can they look forward to in their life? It feels like there will be a quick turnaround as it is, but what can they look forward to for the long term? The long term, what can they look forward to? The shift. Oh shit, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. That's big blessings. What can group 1 look forward to for the long term in their life after they let XYZ go? The World. Endings. Travel. 4 more, please. What can group number 1 look forward to? I'm going to shift all these cards up too once I lay them out. 4 more, please, Spirit. What can... Oh, Knight of Wands. But he's in the upright. And he's under that 10 of Cups. That King of Cups is looking at that Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups. And she's looking at that Knight of Wands. And she's under the Empress here. Take it, Spirit says. I normally never take them on the split, but I heard it so strongly. Take it. Okay, on the back, 6 of Swords. All about traveling to calmer mental clarity, calmer situations, places of peace. Beautiful. So, if it is a person that you're going to have to let go, group number 1, they're going to linger for a long time, because you will be the best thing that they ever let go. They're going to have, it feels like this person's going to have a lot of regret, because they're going to see you blossom. They're going to see you meet somebody new, and it's going to be so refreshing, and it's going to be such the polar opposite of whoever you were with. And all they can do is sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. Yeah, the devil, they'll be chained to their disillusions and just stuck, like after you leave them in the dust, the Magician, because you're making moves. Group number 1, whatever it is for you. For most of you, it feels like a person. It really does. That Fear of the Intimacy card. You got the King of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse. It feels like it's a person that you're needing to let go, that you've been grieving for some time. You are going to be fated for just everything you've ever wanted. You have the 10 of Cups here with the 10 of Pentacles. Very rarely, at least when I do readings, do those 2 cards come out in the upright and on the same deck for the same person. You're going to be traveling. You're going to be seeing the world. You're going to be doing so much. Like, you're going to be ending a lot of karmic chapters, and you have a new lease on life, group number 1. You have a new lease on life. A person could come in very, very hastily with this. This is fire and fire energy with the Knight of Wands. If he's in reverse, he's a douchebag. If he's in the upright, he's passionate. He's very good looking. He's fun. He's all about it. Like, this person wants to invest in you. And so this King of Cups here, which is that Knight of Cups, who is a fucking douchebag, now they're going to be all up stuck in their head. This is now air and water in reverse. Now they're all cooled off thinking like, what the hell? They're going to be watching your new person. And you are all about your new person. Now look at these feathers here, and she's got feathers right here. Like there's a lot of similarities there. And that King of Cups in reverse can do nothing but try to get in the middle of you two. And I feel like it's going to go in vain, honestly, because he's looking at him, she's looking at him. Like you gotta, whoever you are, group number one, you're gonna have a lot of love for this new person who's gonna come in. Like when you're living your best life, you guys are gonna have a passionate new offer with that Page of Cups there. But the thing is with that Fear of Intimacy card right here in the middle, and you're the only pile to get two surrenders. Don't mess it up. Don't get in your own way. Heal this person or whatever it is from the past, so you can welcome in a new chapter. It's gonna be freaking awesome. Go through the portal. Like you are meant to have this new beginning. I feel like this person could possibly have put you in an ego death. You're coming out of an ego death, but a rebirth is here. A rebirth is here, and it's for you. It feels like you do already have a lot of strong solar plexus energy. It doesn't really, for the majority of you, it really does. It feels like you have that strong solar plexus energy, but there's just this little niggle, this little something, that holds you back to the old paradigm that's not meant for you. So it's time to slash that shit out, walk into the light that's meant for you, and you're going to have everything that you want, but you got to cut out whatever it is that is douchebaggy. If it's a friend, you place it where it fits, place it where it resonates. But it does more or less feel like a person, not necessarily like a habit or a job or anything, but place it where it resonates. Don't let me tell you. You have so much to look forward to, group number one. You just have to get out of the old habit of things, the old monotony of things, the old psychopath cycles of things. Because I feel like if you put that shit on paper, it's a no-brainer. You choose you, instant happiness, instant forward movement, instant manifesting, getting everything you've ever wanted because you've surrendered and you're just allowing life to the universe to work for you, not against you. The universe will test you. This person's gonna fucking be in regret. It's beautiful. Group number one. You have a lot to look forward to for the long term. You have a lot of fun coming up for you with somebody new. Page of Cups, new. Knight of Wands, someone that's going to be fun. Someone that's really going to light your fire. Someone that's going to resonate with you. Wow. All right. So let's do some astro dice. All right. So this could be, these are signs, right? And I think these are planets. I don't know if I'm going to do the planets one. I don't think so. All right, this is signs. So I'm going to roll it till I get 2 repeats of the zodiac, and then I know that's done, right? All right, so let's see what zodiac signs come up. This could be you, your person, place, thing, whatever. It's not place, but you know what I mean. All right, so Gemini. You got Virgo. You got Aries. You got Libra. You got Aquarius. You got Capricorn. You got Taurus. Taurus again, all right? First repeat. Sagittarius. Taurus again. All right, that was the second or third repeat. All right, collective. So those were the zodiac signs. Take them where it resonate. And then here is some dates. All right, here we go. So you got December 18th, 12 or 18. You've got October 20th, 10 or 20. You got December 1st or January 12th. You got January 9th or September 1st. You got September 7th or July 9th. You got November 16th, 11 or 16. You got May 8th or August 5th, and we'll do one more. You got December 12th or December 4th or April 12th. All right, so take those where they resonate. Those are just fun. I like doing the dice. Okay, and lastly, we're going to read your Rumi card right out of the book. All right, 1. I've never seen this one. It's freaking neat. That's really cool. Okay. So I'm going to focus as best I can. My ADD wanders when I read. It really sucks, but I'm going to truly try to stay focused. All right, page number 39 and card number 6. I have abolished duality from myself. I have seen the two worlds as one. One I seek, one I know, one I see, and one I call. Rumi. You look for me, and what do you see? You. I am playing games with you. Or am I playing games with you? Holding up a mirror for you to behold. God. Yes, these are games of love and truth. Look for me and find yourself. For I am you, and you are me, and together we are one, playing hide and seek in love's great playground. Like molten gold poured from the furnace of divine love into one-of-a-kind mold, you are created uniquely and of divine essence. You are both the lover and the beloved. There is no aspect of your life separate from your spiritual journey, and there is no aspect of you that is not of divine origin. So then, why are you frowning? The fear or the questioning? Let me share a sublime secret with you. Let me whisper it into your heart. Now, there is nothing to fear. All is unfolding according to the divine genius, and there is a sweet shift in store for you. No matter how dire circumstances may appear to be despairing, or how circumstances may appear to be, or despairing you may feel, there is still an avenue through which fulfillment and resolution will be granted. This will happen. That is because the divine seeks wholeness of the one. That means anything and every part of existence, and that includes you and all aspects of your being and life, is claimed by the divine. Your return to the divine is demanded, every part of you, every life circumstance. The divine keeps rigorous, flawless accounts. Therefore, nothing shall be left unaccounted for, not even that which seems to be outside divine attention and grace at this moment. You must remember that you are a living heart, the dweller at the center being heaven, center between heaven and earth, star and soil, light and dark. If you cannot summon the joy to rise up and meet the divine beloved, fear not. That cunning lover lies deep within the depths, waiting to gather you into sacred embrace as you descend into darkness. Either through flying or falling, you shall be caught and tangled up in the divine embrace. So fear not. Cast aside worry and concern. Know that you are thoroughly itemized on the divine ledger, and not one moment of your struggle or suffering shall miss the hawk-like gaze of the ever-attentive and heavenly beloved. This oracle comes to you with particular guidance. There is a friction or conflict within you or your life right now, a sense of perhaps of being pulled in more than one direction and confusion because of this. You are questioning which path to take, this way or that. What if you choose this path and it turns out the other would have been better? But how can you know what choice, if any, is most needed in your life? So many questions. Your mind is scurrying. There is no other word for it. Backwards and forwards it goes, to and fro, trying to settle upon the truth. I love you too much to allow this to continue unchecked. Surrender it. Give it up. The truth you seek is this. You shall be. You shall manifest your destiny just as the acorn grows into the oak tree. You cannot be other than what you are, and as you accept this, life responds. It breathes and relaxes around you, so that what you need can come to you more easily. It finds you, drawn to the need in you that is natural and inviting, and not a cause for anxiety or distress. The need leads to satiety. What is desired and what fulfills that desire is one. They are lovers that come to each other naturally, even through darkness and confusion, drawn to each other, following the natural course of the universe to become one. So do not fret and fear, my beloved. Do not hold back from which feels incomplete out of anxiety or distress. It is just the lover that will soon be joined by the beloved. You are recognizing the moment before this occurs. So fret not, and instead, Let that inner lover loose. Allow her to shake out her hair, put on her most sensuous perfume, and laugh as she dances barefoot in fields of lush grass and fragrant flowers. Let her tempt her beloved to come close so she can be seen, she can be heard. Her movement sends her scent through the air. She entices the yearning beloved to her, and soon enough they meet, and it becomes possible for, yet again, two to become one. And then there will be wild peace and ecstatic contentment within you. If there is any part of you struggling to surrender the conflict between old and the new, between what has been and what needs to be, between passion and duty, creativity and rationality, between this role or identity, then know this: even the conflict serves. Don't choose either one, and believe it is the answer. Sometimes the sacrifice is not one or the other, but the idea that it can be only one or the other. At another level, a level of divine resolution, there is beyond the apparent polarity and conflict a third way. The rising up to where there is only one perfection taking place constantly. Open your heart, you'll find the bridge to the understanding and trusting in that perfection there, where it has always been and will always be. Don't worry, all is happening exactly as it should. This oracle brings you particular guidance. There is a resolution and a perfect coming together of elements in your life that might have seemed desperate or in conflict. Something you have been trying to integrate is so very nearly ready to click into place. Perform the sacred honoring ritual and stay with your process. The coherence, the integration, the balance and coming together you seek is on your horizon, approaching you swiftly now. All right. And then there is the sacred honoring ritual in case you need to screenshot that and have that for, hopefully you can see that. I'll read it real quick. Place your hands at your heart and say aloud, Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I gaze into my heart and you are there. I gaze into your heart and I see my own face. We are one. This oneness is contagious. May it swiftly affect every aspect of my inner world so that my outer existence aligns gently with perfect harmony with the great divine beloved. You and I are one with perfection and divinity unfolding, now and always. Through grace and my own free will, so be it. When you're ready, place your hands in prayer position and bow your head in reverence and recognition to the one divine plan unfolding. Say, I surrender into the one truth of divine protection or perfection, which includes my own divine destiny now. Through mercy and grace, so be it. When you're ready, simply close your eyes and bow your head again. Then you have completed your ritual. Damn, group number one. Group number one. That really sums up. That's what I love about the guidebooks. It can really just put the nail on the head with everything that I've been saying and just validate it, because you don't need anything that disrupts your peace and your harmony. Nothing. That needs to go. If it doesn't bring you peace, it's got to go. That's all there is to it. And when you choose that, that's when life's going to get real good for you. Damn. Whew, that was a heavy message. I really hope this helped you, but I feel like you are so strong. You are definitely favored by the divine. Like, I am just drawn to this eagle. Like, you have people protecting you, watching you, guiding you in the spirit realm. I know it. You are an important soul on this earth, meant to do great things and be a support and teach others. So, damn, group number one. Your life is just getting started. It's just getting started in the most beautiful way. I'm so happy for you. So I hope this helps you. I hope, you choose you, because that's what Spirit's calling you to do. And you will literally have everything that you've ever wanted manifested instantly. So I don't even want to let you guys go, because this is a really beautiful energy. I hope it helped you. If it did, throw me a thumbs up. If you feel so called, you can like, share, and subscribe. And I really enjoyed reading, and I thank you for trusting me to read your cards, and I just hope it helped. All right, till next time, my group number ones, choose you, man, and get out to nature. Spirit's calling big time for you to get out to nature. All right, you might see something, I don't know, but nature is being highlighted here. All right, guys. I'll holler at you later. Bye. Hello, hello, group number 2. If you chose the Volcano Agate Heart with the Dark Mansion Tarot, welcome. You made it to your read. So let's go ahead and get your Volcano Agate Heart right there. And let's get on in it and see how can you let it go? How can I let it go? I always get crisscrossed on the I and the U because I'm talking to you, but it's like reframed for you. I don't freaking know. Take it where it resonates. This will be a 3 level reading. The first level is going to be what is holding you to it, to whatever the case is. That helps me really digest in your frame of mind. Number 2 will be how to let it go, and number 3 is what can you look forward to that shift of letting it go? What can be gained from it? What can you expect in the long term of letting it go? So let's go ahead and get on in it. So here are your oracle cards. This is your animal spirit, which is the black egg. Oh, that is very, very spiritual. Very spiritual. Oh, okay. That's a heavy card. This is your daily guidance with the angels. It is have confidence. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. So it definitely feels like you're in this incubation stage, an in-between stage, and maybe confidence is something that you could really use a boost of, your self-worth, whatever that is for you. Here is your power of surrender. Surrender your desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give your situation some breathing room. So maybe the ego likes to control. So you could have possibly a problem, trying to control people because you don't have, maybe there's a confidence issue. So you have to you hyper do it by trying to control and micromanage situations. Take it where it resonates. All right. So surrender your desire to control people. And then here is your angel number, 2121. Energy levels, prosperity, harmony, journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, the opposite sex. That day you're waiting for will come. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. So again, there's real emphasis on relying on yourself, remembering who you are, and there's no need to overextend yourself. So it just seems like you're trying to do too much when you just got to allow and surrender and let go. Perhaps take it where it resonates, but that's where I see this going. So here is your Sacred Traveler card. Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. Ooh, so there's something about just, the childlike wonder that we once had as children and believing in magic. Fairies, the fae, looks like the god Pan, little elf guy. Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. Maybe you could use some more childlike wonder in your life to help, alleviate this, balance out that negativity shit. And then here is your Rumi, Passion of the Wild Red Mother, card number 36. So I have read this before, but they're so lengthy I can't remember exactly. But we're going to read straight out of the guidebook the meaning for that card, Passion of the Wild Red Mother. All right, collective of group number 2. What is holding you? Spirit, can you please tap me into the collective of group number 2 and what is holding on to them? What is holding them onto it? What is holding them onto it? I don't want to get into people. Because it could be habits, it could be work, it could be friendships. I just want to focus on it and not label it. So what is holding group number 2, Spirit, to it? Can I please get a guided message? Tap me into the collective group number 2 And can I get 5 cards on what is holding them, please? And thank you, Spirit. Okay. 5 cards, please. 5 cards on what is holding group 2. What is holding group 2 to it? What is the attachment? Please and thank you. 5 cards. What is holding? What is keeping? What is holding group 2? Alright, Queen of Swords in reverse. The Hierophant. 3 more, please, Spirit. What is holding? Oh, shit. Hang on. One fell on the flow. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. The 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay. 2 more, please. 2 more. 2 more. What is holding group number 2? Oh, I cannot take those, Spirit. Okay. 2 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. Oh, shit. All right, group 2. Take this where it resonates. All right. And on the back, Page of Wands. Okay. All right. So group number 2. Let me just start off with these first 2 energies here. This really ties into this controlling people and whatnot. It definitely feels, I'm not saying you have a super inflated ego. That's not what I'm trying to get across, but it definitely feels like your desire to control people comes from a super inflated ego. I think if it comes from a place of where you feel weak, where you feel like you can't control, you overdo it, you hyperextend. This Queen of Swords in reverse, let me just start off. It doesn't feel like you are happy. Group number 2, like you are not in a happy place at all. It doesn't seem like you have really any peace in your life at all. This Black Egg, it definitely feels like you're recluse and you're possibly going through a spiritual shift at the present time, and you're just like waiting to hatch. The Queen of Swords in reverse, she's pretty cold, she's pretty bitter, she's pretty detached, she's been hurt, she's over it. She's over it, and she slices and dices, you know, with a hairline trigger. The Hierophant, that represents like structure, order, law, teaching, all that stuff. It feels like you're like the head of your house, and like you have a bunch of like idiots below you, and you're just having to like herd the cats or something to that regard. I don't know whether to take that where it resonates. This 9 of Cups in reverse, it's like what you have, what you wanted, but it's not making you happy. So what you thought you wanted, you actually did get, but it turned you cold and bitter, and it made you feel like you have to lord over people, for whatever reason that is. Maybe you have, you can't control that person, right? But you are not happy with your outcome, with what you received. This 2 of Swords, it's almost like you're blocking it, like because it's like your ego won't allow you. I'm not trying to come down on you, group 2. I really don't. I hate it when I get these reads, because I'm so fucking frank and to the point. And I don't know how many people stick around, because it's shadow work energy right here. It's shit that we don't like to see, that we have to fucking see to get through it. But you don't want to see all that's going on in like your dwelling or whatever it is, in your work, home place, or whatever it is that you wanted. You have it, but it's not shaken out. It feels like you made a bad decision with this 2 of Swords, and you have to make a decision, but you do not want to see it. You don't want to see it. You almost have like this illusion, by waiting around and just keep on giving into the same pot, that things are going to turn around. Like you're going to plant all these seeds, and things are just going to magically turn around, and you're just going to wait for this energy to shift, because you put in all this work or whatever it is to get what you attained, and what you attained isn't for you. but you're sticking to your guns. You're holding to your fucking guns. You're sticking to it. And it's bringing nothing but heavy burdens with that 10 of Wands. Like, the longer that you hold on to the situation at hand, the more stacks that you're going to have to carry and just trudge along. And it feels like this is a lone journey that you're having to do. But it's like you invested so much into this situation that's like you can't, you have to save face. You know what I mean? Like, you can't retreat now. You know what I mean? You're too deep. But you have to get out of that thinking. It's okay to change our minds. It's okay to grow and go into a different path. And hey, you know what? I thought I'd wanted this, but it's not really working out anymore. You know, deuces. There's no shame in that. You know what I mean? You cannot control people. So if someone is not shaping out the way you need them to, then they gotta go, and there's nothing you can do about it. There is absolutely nothing, because if you're just waiting around, waiting for the situation just to magically turn around, it's not. It's really not. And then you're going to continue to carry all those burdens, carry all that extra work, because all right, so that's what's holding you. It feels like you can't scrap the project and just fucking be like, yep, this was a fucking, disaster, by, let's, cut ties and move on. What's that Van Wilder quote? Oh, sometimes you have to realize a bad investment and simply cut your losses and walk away. Like, that's the energy here, is cutting losses, realizing, made the wrong move there, and then cut your losses and walking away. It just feels like you're just holding on to this dynamic, whatever that is, to just magically fix itself. Like, you're just hoping for the fucking best. Hoping for the fucking best. And it's just making you more bitter and adding more burdens to you. And there's no shame in saying, this isn't what I thought it was. I gotta go in a different direction. It seems like a lot of pride here is what I'm getting at. A lot of pride. Okay, Spirit. So how can they let it go? How can group 2 let it go? How can group 2 let it go? They're on a sinking ship, but how can they let it go to save themselves? How can they let it go? 9 of Swords. A lot of sleepless nights. More, please, Spirit. Show me more. The Emperor under that Hierophant. Damn. So you could have you could have a lot of masculine energy. A lot of masculine energy. 5 of Wands. Three more, please. Three more, please. Three more, please. 3 more. The Magician underneath that. 2 of Swords. 7 of Wands. The King of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles on the back. How funny is that? So this could very well be regarding a relationship with the King and Queen of Pentacles. All right, so how can you let it go? So it's not going to be without a fight. The 9 of Swords, I feel like it's going to take you getting to the 9 of Swords energy to actually make moves in your life. So when you get to the point where you just have heavy anxiety, you can't rest, you have no peace in your life, your head is just feeling, you just feel trapped. You just feel trapped. It's the 1 sword below the 10 of Swords, which is the ultimate betrayal, dunzo, it's complete. Once you get to this 9, I feel like you're going to take all this shit, 2 of Swords, then you get to this 9 of Swords. I feel like once you get to this point where there's just like, look at this lady, like there's just so much despair. Like, she's got, like, feels like she's possibly paranoid that this, people are coming to get her. There's shadow creatures out to get her. She can't take it no more. I feel like once you get into that 9 of Swords energy where it's like survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? Is it going to be me or is it going to be them? You're going to have to choose yourself. And I feel like it's going to get to that point before you finally make moves and become this emperor in your life, to really be the masculine energy that it feels like you already are very heavy in masculine energy, but by standing up for yourself, by being this emperor, by being a protector for you, I feel like it's going to take a lot of bullshit before you finally get to this place, because it's going to come with a lot of with tribulations. You have the Five of Wands here, the fighting, the confusion, the fussing, all that shit. It's going to be drama, right? But the Magician's right here. You have everything you need to succeed. You have everything that you need to make it happen for you. You got all the tools necessary to complete the job at hand, because you go from the fighting, the drama, all that bullshit, to leveling up, having the tools to get out of it, to the Seven of Wands, which is standing your ground, being defensive, like, no, you shall not pass. Like, this is over. Like, you got your own back. Like, you are really protecting yourself. The King of Pentacles is you're really going to have to, it feels like, be your own divine counterpart for some time to really balance in the masculine and feminine energies of you, because it feels like you've definitely got the masculine energies down, but you might need to incorporate some more of the feminine. But to realize that you don't need anyone, that you are not codependent, that you are self-sufficient all in of yourself, that there is nothing that an outside force can give you that will make you feel whole. You make you whole. You are all you need. That's how you're going to let this energy from the past go, is realizing that you are whole and of yourself, and you are everything you need, and you have all the tools to make it happen. Because once you get into that self-love, self-respect phase, you ain't taking no bullshit no more. No sir, no ma'am. Like, nah, it's over. Like, no. You know your mind, you know your body, you know you just know, and you ain't taking no bullshit. There won't be a need to control people, because they won't even be able to be in your space, because you don't give a fuck anymore about them. There's nothing to control, because control is an illusion. We don't have all the control we truly have is trying to control our thoughts, and that can go wayward sometimes. You can control what you eat, you can control what you consume, but control is an illusion. You can't control shit, group number 2. And once you know that you can only truly control yourself, your load's going to get a whole lot lighter, because you won't have all these burdens thinking that you can control people when you can't. It's going to get a whole lot lighter when you are your own best friend, your own everything. You don't need anyone. All you need is you. You're sound, you're solid, you're stable. So when you can get into that energy, that's how you're really going to just put up the walls of defense, not let whatever it is get to you any longer. But it's not going to come without some tribulation. It's going to be some drama. But you have to know that you have all the tools to rise above said drama, whatever this may spur up, because you are a magician in your own life, and you don't take no bullshit. You can't control no one. All right, Spirit. So what can group number 2 look forward to? What can group number 2 look forward to, please? What can group number 2 look forward to? They shift, they move. What can they look forward to? Page of Cups. That's a definitely lighter energy. When I see that Page of Cups, I just felt immediate, just a weight lifted. Eight of Pentacles. What is that? The Knight of Swords. Three more, please, Spirit. Two of Pentacles. Two more, please. Oh, that was way too many, Spirit. It says take them. Spirit says take it. Ace of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. With the Hanged Man and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune on the back. Group number 2. You're going to have a new lease on life, which is very common when you shift energy. It's a new chapter in your life. Well, you can look forward to gaining. I need to clarify that Knight of Swords real quick. That Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords always gets me. Can I please clarify the Knight of Swords, please, Spirit? Can I please clarify the Knight of Swords? Please clarify the Knight of Swords. Please clarify that Knight of Swords, please. Clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So 2 knights clarifying each other with the King of Swords on the back. All right. And you had the Queen of Swords in reverse right here. You had the King of Pentacles and you have the Queen of Pentacles here. A lot of counterparts going on. All right, my dearest group 2s, what you can look forward to is really having a fresher approach to your emotional state. With this Page of Cups, it definitely, they don't feel burdened by all the dramas and all the, you know, baggage of the emotional baggage. The Page is the brand new of the Court card. She's going out and starting over again. It definitely feels like once you cut ties with whatever it is that's holding you back, you're going to have like it feels like a giant weight lifted off your chest. Like you're just going to like be able to breathe. That's what it feels like. With the 8 of Pentacles, it really feels like you're going to have your head down and you're going to be working on your endeavors that, you know, it feels like you're going to have to really be in this energy and stick to this energy. So it's going to take some hard work to really choose you always. The Knight of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it just feels like whatever the past is going to be lingering. And I don't really like this energy at all because it feels like it's going to just try to like trip you up on all the progress you've made. You know, try to get you unbalanced. Thank you, Spirit. This energy, whatever it is that you're letting go, it's going to resurface down the road. The universe always tests us. I said this in group 1. The universe is always testing us to make sure we learned our lessons. And generally, more times than not, they're karmic in nature. That you truly pass this karmic test and whatever that is, this energy is going to linger. It's going to linger. Like that's the energy I feel from this here is a lingering from whatever you're letting go. They're going to constantly be trying to make a comeback to get you off your balance with that 2 of Pentacles. While you're busy working over on the 8, they want you to go to a 2. But you said, no, sir, no, ma'am, no. I got the enlightenment on you. I know who the fuck you are. You cannot take my 8 and turn it into a 2. We've already been there, done that. You know, left a 1-star review. Not interested. You've gotten the truth, the clarity, the enlightenment. Everything that you needed to really stand in your power to really make the best moves for you. And they feel so good. The Ace of Pentacles, you're on a new lease in life. So it could be a new job opportunity. You could be moving. You could be fall into a windfall of money, a blessing of some sort. But you have 2 aces here that came out together. You can see things differently with the Hanged Man. You see things from a different perspective. You are your own counterpart. I feel masculine or feminine. I feel like you are this King of Pentacles, and I feel like you are this Queen of Pentacles. And I felt like when we started this read, you were this Queen of Swords in reverse. But when you exit this shit, stage left, you're going to turn into this King of Swords who's fucking all intelligent, all knowing, and knows exactly what's what. They don't have any emotional ties to shit because they're all logic. You're going to see whatever is going on exactly for what it is, and you're going to choose you. That's what Spirit wants you to do. Choose you, because you're having a new start. You definitely are getting the enlightenment. Your egg's about to be cracked wide open, and you're going to start new. You will be tested. This falls out underneath that 5 of Wands. Spirit and universe is going to test you to make sure you really learned your lesson, because if you don't learn your lesson, you will go from the 8 to a 2 of Pentacles like that. And that's just the truth of the matter. You are going to have a heavy test, but you have to prove to the universe that you've learned your lessons. You're done. You're rejecting. You're fucking over it. And I feel like you're going to pass that test. I truly do. Because you see things so clearly now where once you didn't, you do. You realize that you are the bag. You are the prize at the end of the day. So you can be your own prize. You don't need to be someone's prize. You make you whole. You in of yourself are all that you need now and forevermore, and nobody can take that away from you. All you have control over is yourself and no one else. All right, that was a good read, collective group number 2. I feel like you're very smart, and I feel like you can figure this out, but you gotta want to. We have free will. So hopefully this was enticing enough for you to choose you at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and roll some astrology dice. I'm going to roll it till I get 2 repeats, and then I'll stop. Oop, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, That is, I always get confused. That is Virgo. That is Scorpio. That is Pisces. Taurus. Scorpio. Virgo again. Oh wait, that was the second thing. I have some, okay, yeah, no, I have one more, sorry. One more repeat, Spirit says. And that is Capricorn. Taurus. All right, that was the second repeat. All right, so take it where it resonates. So here are some numbers. So take them as birth dates, birthday month, birthday date, significant dates. Take the dates where they resonate. So we have January 14th, or the 1st or the 14th. We got the 2nd. You can be February 8th or August 2nd, or a 2 or an 8. You have 11/14 again. You have May 6th or June 5th, or 6 or 5. You have July 11th, 7/11. We got September 17th, 9 or 7, 1/7. We got, that is a 6. So you got June 3rd or March 6th, and one more. You got August 9th or September 8th, or an 8 or a 9. So just take those numbers where they resonate. They're just fun. I just like them. They're just fun. All right, so group number 2. So we're going to finish you off with your Rumi card here. And let's get started. Passion of the Wild Red Mother. 36. Okay, it's towards the end. All right, so page number 158. Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. Bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason, and your passion. The passion that makes you crazy and shoos all logical restraint from your mind. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans, and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. When my beautiful goats die, I make drums from their skins, and their spirits live on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and I put them in my hair. Come drum with me as I place feathers in your hair, and we honor the spirits of my animals, of your animal nature too. Wild and free as you are in truth, stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame, and fear. Do you think I give a damn for any of their silly games? Those games of reason and logic? Of course, you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense. But I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. You, O blazing angel, are being invited by the Wild Red Mother to participate in a dance of divine passion. You may be an activist, a poet, an advocate for justice, or a writer, content in your own world of dreams, or perhaps you are a healer, devoted to the liberation of suffering of others and hungry to commune with the ancient wisdom. Perhaps you are all of these, or some other exquisite amalgam of holy energy and form. Whatever your nature, there is passion in your heart, a fire for something more powerful than fear that can become the fuel for your life journey. If you accept the invitation of the Wild Red Mother, of course. This is the invitation to lay aside despair, to lay aside doubt in the capacity of the human heart, even your frustration and impatience. It is time to quit whipping yourself and others, no matter how noble the intention behind the whip may be, and start dancing instead. Will you join her, the Wild Red Mother, in her exuberant play? You can choose to lead through joy, to heal through love, to transform suffering into what is meant to be, the crucible through which ecstasy reveals itself. You do not have to analyze, stay in the throes of process and ordered stages. You can just choose this passionate path now. If you wish, you are ready. It is open to you. Will you accept? It takes a great spirit, one with much practice and studied rebellion, to be ready to cast off the shackles of society from a place of loving defiance rather than fearful anger, and to playfully say to the world, I have tasted your stale bread and underdeveloped wine, and I've had quite enough now. I decline your offer to gorge upon such lesser fruits. I prefer to feast upon bread hot and fresh and wine that is mouth-filling and innocuous. Join me if you like. It is an abundant feast, and there is plenty for all. Even in the spiritually minded, there can be a driving fear, thinly veiled as devotion to the most arduous path. Perhaps for a while that serves as a truth of sorts, but eventually there will come a time when smaller truths must give way to larger ones, so the soul can truly be free to grow. Passion is the bridge that leads you from a smaller truth that suffering is necessary in order to heal, towards a larger and more luscious experience of life as a divine as a divine embrace. Yes, sometimes the divine lover, in all enthusiasm for the sport, bites you too hard or grabs you with so much desire that bruises remains. However, the passion behind such fervent embrace can leave you begging for more life, for more of that boundless love, even when it knocks you in the head whilst grabbing for you. This is possible when you give up on judgment of what is good and what is bad, on what is apparently spiritual and what is not, and when you just realize everything in your life is leading to love, whether through a caress or a slap, the divine lover is seducing you. If you can accept this, you can certainly give yourself permission to love what you love and to live how you wish to live, and to forget about holding yourself back because some choices make sense and others supposedly do not. If you are able to rise to the passion that is possible for you, you'll let the wild red mother consume your philosophies and doctrines. She'll feast on your religion and your plans and devour your doubts and certainties. She'll tear away your need for maps and directions. Just when you think there's nothing left, she'll grab your hands and spin with you. You tilt back your head and laugh so wildly with her, spinning together along the earth upon her axis. With daring and bold love for life that will not be quashed, that wild mother speaks to you now. You can choose passion over fear time and time again. So I invite you to paint the whole world red with me, with passionate nature. Let us laugh and change the world. This oracle comes to you with a message. It is a big cosmic yes. It is also an invitation to let go of suffering and struggle, not with regret or shame, but with gentle acknowledgement that it has had its purpose. It now has a bigger purpose, that of passion, which calls you to engage on the embrace of life with more abandon than ever before. Now is the time to let go of belief systems and needing to know anything. It is time to trust in the beating of your own heart and in the people, places, and experiences that truly move you, whether it makes sense or appears to be logical or not. The wild red mother comes to you when you are ready for her at the soul level. Your mind may think she's a thief in the night, ready to pilfer all you hold near and dear, but be utterly in terror at the prospect. But your soul will be gurgling with such anticipation of freedom, it will fill your heart with sweet love and urge you to let go. Let her have her way with you, even if it means she crashes you into the dark as she fumbles and drags you half asleep to go dancing with her under the full moon, wearing nothing but your animal skin and a smile. She'll soothe away any bumps and bruises you receive in opening up to life with the most tender and effective of ministrations, for she is just as tender a nurse as she is a wild, raging dance partner. This oracle also brings you guidance. You have divine permission to do something ridiculous, be it ridiculous in your own mind for your age or your career path or some identity or version of yourself you or another hold. The more ridiculous, the more inappropriate it seems, the more it moves you from your heart without rhyme or reason, the better. This is not about hurting people or behaving without moral code. It is not about childish indulgence or questionable justification for letting the ego misbehave. It is not about the ego at all. The wild red mother eats ego for breakfast. This guidance is about listening to the truth of your heart and allowing your soul to throb with aliveness, making that more important than any restriction, opinion, judgment, or fear the mind of yours or that of others could summon. Whew. Let go and let live, huh? Group number 2, that was pretty heavy. I stayed with that pretty good. I hope this helped you, group number 2. You are worth it. You are worth it. You matter. Your happiness matters above anyone else's. I know it sounds really selfish and shit, but it feels like it's your turn. It's your turn to be happy. That's what I have for you, group number 2. I hope it helped you. If it did, throw me a thumbs up. If you feel so called, you can like, share, subscribe. It'd be appreciated. And if you need personal guidance, you can reach me in my description box below. And that's all I got for you, group number 2. Until next time, Justice Jupiter out. I'll holler at you later. Bye. Hello, hello, collective group number 3. Welcome, you made it. You chose the Moss Agate Heart, so beautiful, with the Spirit Song Tarot. Welcome, you made it. All right, so let's get on in it. How can you let it go? Whether it's a person, a habit, a job, a place, whatever it is, how can you let it go? Whatever it is, it's not helping you. So obviously it's got to go. This will be a 3-part read, or 3 layers to the read. The first layer is going to be what is holding you. What is it? So I'm going to be able to tap in to see your frame of mind and what kind of lies in that subconscious, right? That's going to help me really navigate and channel the message for you. The layer number 2 will be how to let it go. The steps that, to let it go. How to, get out through the other side. And the last layer is going to be what can you look forward to by letting it go, by going through the shift. What's life going to look like? It gives you a little incentive. People are incentivized. So what can you look forward to by letting it go? So hopefully it's a positive read. So let's get on it with your oracle cards. So you got your first card, which is your animal spirit, deer. Oh, that's so sweet. And look how close those colors are to your moss agate. That is beautiful. All right, here's your daily guidance with your angels. New partner. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. Oh, beautiful. Here's your power of surrender. Surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. Man, people, it stems from childhood trauma is really where people pleasing comes from. It's really sad, being an adult now, looking back. Like I had to surrender that. I don't people please no more. Here is your your angel number. Ooh, 7777. 4 sevens. Perseverance. Change of perspective, perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, enlightenment. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the next step is. Really getting into alignment. Whenever I see 7s, I think of alignment. Getting into alignment like your 7 chakras. Here is your secret traveler. Mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. Like, look how all the similar these colors are. Like these blues here. Like you're definitely going through whatever it is for a reason, for a purpose. And it's to learn and to heal from it. So here is your Rumi. 38. The courage of your love. We're going to read this at the very end of the read. It's very deep. Rumi is very deep. The courage of your love. I feel like you could definitely be a healer. Group number 3. Definitely. All right, let's get on in it. What is holding you? This will help me understand your frame of mind, what it is, right? So this will just help me tap into you. Spirit, please tap me into the collective of group number 3 and what is holding them. What is holding my group number 3s? What is holding them? It definitely feels like you got a lot of speaking up to do here. Group number 3. Let's see. What is holding my group number 3, Spirit? 6 cards, please, for my group number 3s. What is holding my group number 3s? What is holding them? What is their frame of mind? What is holding them? What is holding them? The Star. Look how similar those colors are. The Hanged Man. What is holding them? Strength. All major arcana so far. What is holding them? What is holding them? Knight of Acorns, which is the Knight of Pentacles. What is holding them? What is holding them? Queen of Acorns, Queen of Pentacles. One more, please. Page of Feathers, which is the Page of Swords. All right, let me sit with this group number 3. So, Justice on the back. All right, so you have 3 major arcana that came out straight away. The Star, which is all about wish fulfillment. It's about healing. It's a very soft feminine. It's Aquarian energy with new beginnings. It definitely feels like you are a strong person that really holds it down in a lot of situations. It feels like a lot of people look up to you, and it feels like you're a good role model on a lot of accounts. The Hanged Man, I think things are a matter of perspective, but it feels like you do see things fairly clearly. It definitely feels like you have the strength inside yourself to be the bearer of a lot of weight when you probably shouldn't have to. You know what I mean? With the Knight of Pentacles, it's like all about slow going progress. With the Queen of Pentacles, that's she's the nurturer. She's the most abundant woman in the deck. The Page of Feathers, Page of Swords. It's a lot about learning, about communication, a lot about messages. Spirit, what is holding my group 3s? This is like such beautiful energy off the start. It's like I don't even know what the problem is here. let me dig in. It feels like you might be investing in a lot of situations that aren't growing as they need to. You know, they're not necessarily bad, but I think they could possibly be weighing you down, where you're holding out for the hope, you know, trying to see the best in all people. That's not always the case. You know what I'm saying? I think there is something that you've been waiting for that's just been really slow to go. And it almost feels like you're getting told what you maybe want to hear, so you're holding out with that Page of Swords. It seems like there's just something that you deserve better, and it's just whatever is that you think is better is not for you, and it's just because it's not manifesting like it should with this Knight of Pentacles. Like it's taking too long. It feels like you're a very strong, loving energy with this Star and this Hanged Man, that you just really want to see the best in people. It seems like you're very courageous and you're very strong, but you might have a tendency of people pleasing to keep people around that don't need to be in your life. With that Queen of Acorns underneath that Mystic Healer, I think that you are just investing into lower vibrations that don't deserve you, and it feels like they're just kind of stringing you along with that Page of Swords. But I feel like you got a handle on this. It feels like it's not taking you down, but it's definitely baggage you don't deserve and you don't need. So let's get in on it further, Spirit, because it feels like you really see things for what they are. But there's just something about this Knight here that's not coming to pass like it should. And it feels like you're getting told what you want to hear, not what you need to hear with that Page of Swords here. Because you are such an abundant, loving energy, and it feels like you are really strong. So this is interesting, group number 3. You got me a little stumped here. All right, Spirit. This one's a challenge. Can you tell me, how can they let it go? How can group 3 let this go, whatever this is for them? Feels like waiting around for things that aren't going to happen. And you have the stamina to do it, but doesn't mean you should. 3 of Acorns, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's collaborating and working with things that don't deserve your energy. Show me more, Spirit. It just feels like you look for the best in all things, and you hold out hope. Show me more, Spirit. Could be a job promotion, maybe. Oh crap, no, I'm on the floor. Hang on, collective. Nine of Acorns. Show me more. 6 of Crystals, the 6 of Wands, the Strength. This definitely could be job related. With all this Pentacles here. Show me more, please, Spirit. You shine like a diamond, like a star. Page of Crystals, Page of Wands in reverse. This definitely feels work related. Eight of Shells, Eight of Cups, walking away. One more, please. One more, please. Seven of Feathers, a Seven of Swords. Yeah. Seven of Shells, Seven of Cups. So it definitely feels, for the majority of you, that it's work related in some shape or form. So just take it where it's related to like the pentacles of life, the man-made, not man-made, but the materialism. You know what I mean? Like the earthly materials. This definitely feels gathered on this. It feels like whoever I'm speaking to is very, very, very strong person. They're they feel very soft. When that swan came out with the star, and then the Hanged Man, and then it's the upright with that praying mantis, it definitely feels like you are an intelligent person, and you deserve something. You've had the strength to really carry a project through, or get your business, or get to somewhere. Like, you've really bared the brunt of this, whatever it is, and for an outcome that you're due. But it doesn't feel like this outcome is slow to go, and you're getting told what you want to hear and not what you need to hear, the truth of the matter. For you to let this go is you're going to have to stop collaborating with those folks that are being this Page of Swords, telling you what you want to hear, telling you a good story, but not the truth, or, you know, the real things of the matter. They could be your higher ups, whatever that is. The Nine of Acorns underneath this let it go is that you are a strong, independent energy, all in of yourself. Wherever you go, you will be successful, because it feels like you are a healer, you are a light worker, and you're protected. You have mission. Like, once you really step into your power, which I feel like you have, nothing can stop you. The Six of Crystals, Six of Wands, that's being seen, that's recognition, that's rewards, that's all that and the other, because you cut out a lower vibrational situation because it was not meant for you. And by you sticking around with that Page of Crystals in reverse, it's just like going back to the drawing board to, like, you know, make fetch happen when fetch isn't going to happen. It's letting that go, because whatever you had invested in is not panning out. It really isn't. Eight of Shells, Eight of Cups, that's walking away. That is walking away. This definitely feels like someone that's leaving their job because they were not given what was due to them, and they've had enough. The Seven of Feathers, the Seven of Swords, right underneath that Page of Swords. That's the liar, the cheat, the sneak, the snake, the other. So it definitely feels like someone's been blowing some hot air, telling you what you want to hear to keep you around, keeping your strength going, and you don't want to make waves, you know, because you are just such a soft, lovable energy with that deer spirit that, man, this definitely feels work related. I'd say like 80% of you, so just take this where it resonates, but it definitely feels work related, because you have great purpose here, and you've given your all into a situation, and they don't see it, and they've fucking Seven of Shells, Seven of Cups. They've given you illusions. They've given you illusions, and once you can really see these people or the situation or whatever it is, you know what I mean, the payout, the promotion, whatever it is, see the truth behind it, you're gonna have major blessings, because whatever it is that you're dealing with is way lower than your vibration, and it will bring you down, and you're gonna be walking away from that shit. Wow, Spirit, this is intense. You are so strong, group number 3, and you deserve to be seen. You deserve the accolades. You deserve the recognition for everything that you poured into. Like, that will not go in waste. That will not go in vain. Spirit sees all, and you see it too. So I believe, like, I feel like you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, you feel it deep down that wherever you go, no matter how scary it is, you're going to succeed. You're going to succeed. And if you stay in this current situation, whatever it is, it's like you're just going to be beating your head up against a rock. So, all right, Spirit, what can group 3, what can they look forward to? What can they look forward to? But you're going to call these people out for exactly who they are. You're going to call them out on all the bullshit that they've told you. That's how you're going to get out of it. You're going to not care what they think of you, and you're going to start advocating for yourself, speaking your mind, opening that throat chakra. What can group number 3 look forward to when they make this shift? What do they have to look forward to? Two of Feathers, Two of Swords. But you got to make that decision, because it definitely feels like you've invested into this place, wherever it was, for some time, hoping for the best. But you see the reality. You've seen the reality. There's no fooling you. You've been seeing it. Page of Shells, Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's going to be tough, because it feels like you're emotionally invested into this venture, whatever it is. You got your emotions put into it, and it's going to be really tough to make that decision, because it feels like you're a very feely person, and it's not going to be easy, but you have the power. 4 more, please, Spirit. Show me more. What can they look forward to? Temperance. You are such a beautiful spirit. Group number 3. King of Acorns, King of Pentacles. Yeah. You could very well start your own business and be this person's biggest competition. You never know. 2 more, please. Two more, please, for my group 3s, and what can they expect? What can they expect? That was too many, Spirit. I just need 2 more, please. Just 2 more. The Shaman, number 5, Spiritual Power. Yeah, under that Mystic Healer. That's like the Hierophant card. 1 more, please. Thank you, Spirit. Page of Acorns. Yes. Ace of Acorns on the back. New beginning. So this is definitely, feels monetarily earth material all the way. All right, this is going to be a hard decision for you, because it definitely feels like you are someone who really gives your all, and you don't know how to not, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, some people, places, whatever it is, will take advantage of that, and they will play you. And it feels like that whoever this person is, that you've been snowballed. You know, they've been telling you what you wanted to hear for promotion or something, whatever it is, but it didn't come to pass. It's not coming to pass. It's slow to go. Once you finally make this decision, it's gonna hurt you on your emotional body, because it feels like whatever you poured yourself into, you poured yourself, heart, soul, everything into it, and you're gonna have to heal from that, like that, you know, walking away. It's gonna be tough, but you're gonna find balance in it. You're gonna find balance between the emotional end of things and the practical earthly things with that Temperance. You know, the Rider-Waite Temperance, she has 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water. Like, you're going to find that emotional balance, because you could very well be a water sign, of heavy water energy. You just feel your way through things. But you're going to learn how to balance out that water energy with that earth energy, because you are sitting so heavily in earth energy, but by nature, you're such a water energy. You're going to learn how to balance those 2 things out, so you don't get stuck in situations where you give all of yourself to a situation that didn't pan out. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to learn so much going through this experience. You're going to transmute so much energy into light, healing energy. You could definitely be a healer. The King of Acorns, King of Pentacles, smart money moves. Like, you're not going to need for nothing. You're going to graduate from the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Like damn, right? With this Shaman, which is the Hierophant, like, it's a teacher. So you could very well go in a completely different avenue, that one that speaks to your soul. Maybe you'll start that spiritual practice that you've been wanting to. You know, you never know. Like, wherever your soul's calling, you're a mystic healer. And so funny, because if you were to Google, I've Googled 4 sevens mean, and that means you're a mystic. So you definitely have spiritual gifts in and of yourself that the world needs to experience, that you need to help. It comes through you. It comes through you. And when you advocate for yourself and really speak up for yourself, and you go in this new direction, you have a brand new start in something. It could very well be a brand new career with that Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles on the back. It could break Acorns with their Pentacles. It could be a completely different trajectory from where you were in the past. And this is all divine timing. to push you into this new venture. But rest assured, group number 3, that you're meant to go on this new venture. Like, you are a strong, beautiful healer energy, and you got purpose in this. So whoever did not appreciate you, who just told you what you wanted to hear, they're going to have regrets. It's going to be really hard for you to make this decision because it feels like you've been invested for some time. It's going to hurt, right? Because you really poured your fucking all into it. But you're going to learn so much, transmute so much, and it's only made you stronger. It's only going to make you better, and it is wonderful. So I really hope that you get everything you deserve, because what was holding you was so beautiful. I was like, what's the issue here, Spirit? Like, what? I mean, how am I supposed to work with this? But it just shows someone who just gives their all and just doesn't reciprocate, doesn't get it back. And it's time for you to receive. It's time for you to do your soul mission. Like, dang, group number 3, like, I'm blown away here. I don't know how much this will resonate with you because it's so specific to the 8 of Pentacles, you know, the earthly, the working, the material gain. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, Spirit. So let's go ahead and we'll roll some astrology dice. I'm going to roll until I get 2 duplicates of the same, and then I'll call it. So then first up, we got Capricorn, which is cardinal earth energy right off the gate. Then you have Scorpio, right? Yeah, Scorpio. You have Virgo. You have Cancer. That's that water energy. You have Virgo again. That's another earth, so that's your first repeat. You got Pisces, water. Oh, that was like Pisces, water again. All right, we're calling it. So that was that. And then here are some dates. So take the dates as they resonate. They could be the full birth date. They could just be, you know, one of the birth month or whatever. Just take it where it resonates. So you have February 7th or July 2nd. You got May 6th or June 5th. You got December 5th or May 12th. You got December 16th. 16 or 12. You got December 14th. You got May 16th. You got December 10th or October 12th. You have January 7th or July 1st. And lastly, you have October 19th. That's what I would call it. All right, so those were the astrology dice and the date dice. All right, now let's go ahead and finish off your read with the courage of your love. Wow, that's beautiful. So beautiful. Card number 38. It's the very end of the deck, I think. Oh, there we go. Page number 167, the courage of your love. Love is without reason. Rationality is like a cane. Judgment needs a cane because it is blind. When love arrives, thought dies in its shadow. Love is the sunrise, while thought is only a flashing light. I do not bleat at you like a sheep, for to startle you from your slumber, I need to roar like a lion. You must awake, my beloved. There is no time to waste, for the wolves are circling, hungry for sacred flesh. So I shall roar mightily, and although at first you recoil in fear, soon enough you will see the wolves. You become aware and grateful to have been thus awakened. Ah, yes, you remember that you have a precious human life to protect. You fear me no more. You thank me. You jump on my back as if you were a warrior astride a wild mount. You roar then, along with me, awakening the others as we cause the ground to rumble, disturbing those even in their deepest slumber. You, like me, are a fierce lion, not a lamb to be led to so many slaughters. The variety and the opportunity for which is available in terrible abundance in our world. There is a Sufi story about a mother with her breast leaking milk. She loses her child, and once she finds him again, instantly lets him suckle for as long as he needs. A Sufi master nearby says to his students, "Do you think she should throw her baby into the fire?" All the students say, "No, of course not." And the master replies, Allah loves his children more than she, with enough tenderness to throw them into the fire. So it is with love. At first, as a young heart, you want only comfort for your beloved. You cannot bear the thought of pain within them, even for a moment. Your own suffering is easier than bearing the suffering of your beloved. The young heart grows wise through experience. It becomes an elder, an ancient heart tempered by grace and rendered strong with compassion. This is the great heart that can hold the suffering of the world within it, and yet still find space for peace, for sweetness, for tenderness, and for rapture. This is the heart that shines with courageous love. It is willing to feel and bear all suffering without judgment, whilst gently holding it in the truth of what that suffering really is. The drying out of the mind addicted to suffering. This drying out is necessary so that love can ignite itself and transform dead wood into living fire. The drying out is a challenge and enduring process. The path of freeing the heart from the effects of a fearful mind is an initiation into great power. So many lapses will happen before the heart grows strong enough to overpower old patterns and surrender without condition or evocation. When it is ready to surrender in such a way, the heart is free and allowed simply to be. Even the mind then, finally freed from the shackles and joyfully submitting to love, declares, "Let love be, in whatever way it shall be. I can bear it. I shall take refuge in it. I shall not turn away from it. I am that love." You are an ancient one with a heart older than the mountains. You are being asked to free yourself from the too small loves of the youthful heart and come to understand and accept the wisdom of your mature heart. Your mature heart is not cursed with hardness or detachment, but with compassion and tenacious devotion to the cause that is most real and matters most, the quest for life of the human soul. Your ancient heart loves the soul and will roar like the lion of love at the wolves that would casually devour it. So trust in the courage of your heart. You are not cruel. You are not hard. You are not careless. You are passion personified. You are the lion of love. So allow yourself to be the lion, not the lamb. Stand true in your own heart. Cause trouble, make noise, be proud, and be mighty. Then rest. After all that savage divinity, rest and restore, for day after day you shall claim your holy lands and refuse to give up to less noble creatures. Though you survey their manipulations and attempts to claim power with compassion, you do not underestimate them or relax your vigilance. You shall not allow for even a moment that falsehood be accepted as truth in your heart. This oracle comes with a particular guidance for you. You are not to give into less than you are worth, or to the shaming stories of others, or our culture that would cast your regal lion nature into the falsehood of beliefs that you have no choice or power. You are not to give into the idea that you are the victim and cannot free yourself from the suffering, or that you are less than any other. These are lies. These are pretty deceptions so unworthy of you. Do not believe them. Roar at them until the weak glue holding them together melts under the fire of your holy breath, and they lie dismembered and powerless at your feet. Then intend that those bits and pieces in decay are lovingly returned to the Earth Mother, through whom they can be used to fertilize new life. This oracle comes with another message for you. You have a challenge before you, or that you are now moving through, but you have what is necessary to succeed and overcome it, no matter how long it has endured, or how big you have built that challenge up to be in your mind. No matter how unsolvable the issue appears to be, there is and shall be a victory beyond it, and is imminent. This oracle has come to you to let you know that you are empowered to succeed. You have what is required within to do it, and that the time for your victory is drawing near. So do not give up. Instead, do the sacred honoring ritual as needed, and when you feel inclined, open your mouth and roar love from the very depths of your being. Or create a sound of truth for yourself. In that sound, you will hear the mightiest one of all roaring along with you. saying, yes, love, I am with you, and together we claim divine victory. So we roar how we roar. So there's the sacred honoring ritual. If you want to screenshot that. Say aloud, I call on Rumi, Lion of Love, and my own wise higher self. I now choose to assert my dignity of my soul and the power of my heart. I release all lesser bonds based in fear and deception. I no longer need to hold on to these. I am ready for truth with unconditional love. I am supported, protected, and guided on my path to victory, held in guardianship by the unending power of love. So be it. Aww. And this says, if you feel the need to get down on all fours and roar a bit, do it with relish. Then you have finished your honoring ritual. Wow, group number 3, that really sums up the read. You are a divine, divine, divine holy roller. So don't play it small. Don't believe lies. You have a courageous heart, and you're meant to be love and show love and heal this jacked up world we're in and shift into the new conscious new age with that Aquarian, the star. So do your mission, group 3, because you are needed in this world. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And I hope this helped you. If it did, throw me a thumbs up. If you feel so called, you can like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. If you need personal guidance, my information's in the description box below. Until next time, group number 3, speak your truth. There's newness.